The ground beneath your feet might seem permanent, but it's part of a colossal, slow-motion story of creation and destruction. Every rock is a chapter, a snapshot in a dynamic journey known as the rock cycle. To read that story, you first need to know the alphabet. Minerals. A mineral isn't just any old substance. To qualify, it must be a naturally occurring, inorganic, solid with a definite chemical recipe and an ordered atomic structure. Think of it like a perfect crystal. Over 90% of Earth's crust is built from one family of these minerals, the silicates, with silicon and oxygen at their core. When these minerals are melted into magma and then cool, you get igneous rocks, born of fire. If they cool slowly, deep underground, they have time to grow large, visible crystals, like in a granite countertop. But if they erupt from a volcano and cool quickly at the surface, you get tiny crystals, like in basalt, or even glassy obsidian where no crystals form at all. Over time, weathering breaks these rocks down. The fragments, sand, pebbles, silt, are washed away and settle in layers. This sediment gets squeezed and glued together in a process called lithification, forming sedimentary rocks like sandstone. These are Earth's history books, often trapping fossils within their pages. But what happens when an existing rock is put under immense heat and pressure deep within the Earth? It doesn't melt, but it transforms. It becomes a metamorphic rock. This intense pressure can align minerals into distinctive bands, creating rocks like gneiss from what was once granite. And this is the cycle. Magma cools into an igneous rock, which erodes into sediment, forming a sedimentary rock, which is then squeezed into a metamorphic rock and might eventually melt back into magma. From fire to layers to pressure, and back to fire. Every stone you see is just a temporary form in this constant, magnificent transformation.